Hello everybody and welcome back to Robert's Reviews. It is Friday, which means I do requests. I can't remember who requested this, but my body wants to say it was Sierra Albrecht. And to Sierra Albrecht, how dare you make me watch this movie? I had not heard of this movie beforehand. I went into this kind of blind. I watched the trailer because I was interested, because you said it was really bad. And I watched it, and I am very, very upset. And so today we're going to talk about 7 Pounds. Seven Pounds was released in 2008. It was written by Grant Neaporte and directed by Gabriele Muccino. No spoilers, because you could definitely spoil this movie. This is available, first of all, on, I think it's Amazon Prime, so if you have Amazon Prime, it is free on there. The idea of this film, sort of, is that this man, crippled by the loss of his wife, whom he accidentally killed in a car crash, which also killed 7 other people, he is on a path to try to help as many people as possible, so he tries to help people. There's a lot more to that, but I can't spoil it, so it's difficult. And while I think that the idea of this movie is pretty interesting, I think it's fine. It is incredible in terms of how bad it is. Like, it is remarkable. And I think that the large reason is that it just kind of feels impossible. The ways that he helps people are just kind of ridiculous. And also, like, just, it didn't make any sense. None of it made any sense. The first 20 minutes of this film took me an hour and a half to get through. Because I would start it and be like, no, I'd rather do something else. And then I would do something else. Come back to it and be like, wow, it just gets worse. They are the most confusing little snippets of film that, like, were just, like, thrown together. Like, okay, we want to have this cool part at the end of the film where he kind of, like, goes back to the beginning of the film, because the beginning of the film is actually the end of the film, and we want a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and I'm like, dude, you can't do all of it. You can't. Nothing is worse for an audience than being confused at the beginning of the film, right? Which I understand is difficult because you're going to a film for the first time, you're going to be confused, right? Because, like, you don't know anything. You're entering a whole new world that is already made, right? Than you are normal, like, used to, right? So the goal of the first, like, 20 minutes of the film is to bring you in and, like, tell you everything you need to know so that you can focus on the story. And here it was like, have this piece of film, more pieces of film, and it's like, you can relax. Like, just please don't. It's toxic, okay? It's toxic. And and it gets worse as it goes. There are redeeming qualities of this film, though. There are redeeming parts. I think Will Smith's performance was fine. I think Rosario Dawson was fine. We'll get into that a little bit later. But I think that the general storyline, there are still good things. There are little nuggets of wisdom in this movie that are, like, kind of cool. And, like, I like the whole idea where he, like, kind of is really nice to her, but is hesitant because, of course, he kind of murdered his wife on accident. And, well, it's manslaughter. But then the issue of vehicular manslaughter. But I'm getting ahead of myself. But the idea here that I think is really, really cool is that he's using his physical self, right? Like, he is donating organs, and he is, figuring out what people need and see what people can take from him physically by, giving parts of his body up, which is really cool. And I can't really talk about a whole lot about that because it is spoilery, so I won't. But I do think that the idea is cool, if not completely ridiculous and unrealistic, which is one of the major problems of the film, is that you're watching this and it's set in real life and you're like, this is kind of a cool idea, but it would never happen, for one, and for two, the first 20 minutes are like, imagine a rock concert in a hall of mirrors at midnight. Like, it's just, like, the most confusing thing you've ever seen in your life. I don't understand why. If you ever get the chance, like, watch, like, the first 10 minutes of this so you can just understand with me just how annoying it is to, like, watch that. This is not a movie I will ever watch again, I can guarantee it. Unless I watch it with friends for the purpose of them seeing how bad it is. But even then, it's not a very funny movie, it's not a very fun movie, so, like, I probably just wouldn't watch it with friends either. I do want to talk about the performances before we wrap up, starting with Will Smith as Ben. Will Smith just tends to be in bad movies, and like I think that Will Smith is good. I think that there are times when Will Smith really does shine, and he's really good at what he does. I actually liked him in Suicide Squad quite a bit, and it's just like this is just a bad idea. And Will Smith produced this movie, and I'm like, how could you have thought this is a good idea? It's unfortunate because it's a waste of a pretty good actor, and like honestly, I think he could do some better stuff. I think he's good at drama and he's good at comedy, and like I think he should just focus on those. Like right now, I'm watching Independence Day. I'm only about halfway into it, and I was like, then my internet cut out, so I was like, I might as well just film then. And we haven't had a whole lot of Will Smith, but like he has this comedy and this drama part at the beginning that's really well, and I think he should focus on doing some more of those. I honestly don't know what he's getting into these days. He's probably pretty old, but you know, I think he was okay in this film. And Rosario Dawson as Emily. I love Rosario Dawson. I do. She's wonderful. But like, why was she in this movie? She was really good in this film. Like, actually really good. Like, definitely a redeeming quality of the film is Rosario Dawson here. Because she plays a sick person who has a heart failure condition, who is falling in love with Ben. And it's just, like, this really awesome thing. And then in the end of the film, like, I can't spoil anything, but, like, she was really strong in her performance at the end of the film. I really, really liked it. And I truly think that she was the best part of this film. Overall, this movie's not worth your time. It's like 2 hours. I think it's like 2 hours and 10 minutes. It's remarkable how much time I wasted watching this film. I would not recommend it to anybody who is trying to actually have fun watching a film. This is not for you. But you know, you can choose. It is on Amazon if you'd like to watch that. But I'm going to go ahead and give £7 an F+. I'm glad I'm done talking about it, so I never have to look at it again until I have to share it on Facebook and release it and then check updates. That's like, I'm really happy it's done. It's pretty bad. Let me know what you guys thought about it in the comments. I want to know what you guys thought about £7. If you've seen it, if you haven't seen it, if you plan on watching it, what were your thoughts? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is a cinematic masterpiece. You know, do you think this is a perfect movie? Do you think it's a good movie? Let me know in the comments below. I want to know. And also, while you're down in the comments, it's pretty close to the subscribe button, so you want to just like hit that button. That'd be really lit. Because once I hit 150, if I haven't already by the time this comes out, I will be dressing up like Spider-Man and going to Walmart. And if Walmart kicks me out, we'll try a different place. So, go ahead and try that. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm excited. And please make sure to like the video, share with your friends, and as always, keep watching movies and television, stay educated, and I'll see you guys in the next video.